Someone is giving you a serious warning about someone with the initial M. My dear child, if you believe in angels, start this video and watch it completely. Angel says this is a very important message for you today. Do not ignore it. Pay attention to this message. Someone is giving you a serious warning about someone with the initial M. There is something stirring in the unseen. Something you felt in moments of stillness but couldn't quite explain. It visits your thoughts at night and whispers gently in the hours before dawn. You have tried to dismiss it, tried to rationalize what you feel, but the unease hasn't gone. It stays because it was never just a thought. It was never just a suspicion. It was never just you being too careful. This is the voice of someone who watches over you. This is the guidance of something far more awake than your eyes have ever seen. Look again at the moments when things didn't add up. Think about the changes in tone, the change in patterns. Think about the name that came up more than once but never stayed long enough in the light. The initial M is not just a letter. Now, it's a sign. A sign that has been put before you so many times, but you refuse to stare long enough. Why? Because you wanted to trust. Because you were tired of doubting. Because you felt guilty for not believing the best in someone. But the truth is not afraid of your questions. Only deception fears your light. The one with the initial M holds something in their silence that has not been revealed to you yet. A secret that walks beside you every day while you remain unaware. This presence has tried to cloak itself in kindness, in friendship, in shared pain or understanding. But underneath all of that is a plan, an agreement that was made outside your sight. There has been a conversation, a meeting, a whisper between two people. One of them carries the initial M. And the purpose of that meeting was not to uplift you. It was not to speak good over your future. Have you wondered why sometimes you feel drained after speaking with them? Why you walk away more uncertain? More tired, less focused. It's not just the topics that weigh heavy. It's something deeper, something unseen moving beneath their words, attaching itself to you through sympathy, through familiarity. But it is not here for your healing. It is not standing with you out of loyalty. The timing is critical now because they are nearing a moment they've waited for. And you are being prepared to see what has been hidden. A moment is coming when the mask cannot stay on. Not because they remove it, but because something greater tears it off. You won't even be seeking proof anymore. The proof will come straight into your path. You were never meant to walk into this moment alone. That's why the warnings are increasing. That's why the signs are multiplying. That's why your rest has felt interrupted. Your focus blurred. This is not coincidence. This is preparation. You've already felt it in the way some things break just before they reveal what's inside. The truth is about to break the surface. And when it does, you'll remember these words. The person with the initial M is not who they told you they were. They built a version of themselves tailored to your needs, your pain, your hopes. They studied you in silence and spoke only what would bring you closer. But the intention behind their words was not aligned with what is pure. They're carrying something that doesn't belong in your life anymore. They are connected to a situation you are about to leave. That's why they are trying to remain close to delay your leaving, to influence your decision, to sway your mind. There is also something important. They have taken part in something that would cause you deep grief if you knew. This is the root of why your spirit cannot rest around them. Your inner voice has been screaming quietly, but you kept quiet because you didn't want to seem too emotional, too suspicious. But silence can become a prison. And you are not meant to be imprisoned by anyone's half-truths. You've been given eyes that see through shadows, but sometimes you forget that. Sometimes you doubt your strength because you're tired of holding everything together. But this isn't the time to give up your awareness. This is the time to sharpen it. You don't need all the answers. You just need to follow the light that's being shown to you. You will be protected if you do. You will be removed from what's forming in secret. But you must not return to the place that keeps your spirit heavy. Do you feel how certain names stir something in you? That's not by chance. Names carry meaning, frequency, memory, and vibration. And this one, this name that begins with M, is being highlighted for a reason. There are times when people hide in your circle just long enough to see out confusion, and they know how to mimic what looks like help. They know how to appear supportive while slowly shifting your boundaries. But even if they know how to pretend, they do not know how to remain consistent. That's where the unraveling begins. That's where you'll start to see who they really are. Look carefully at who changes when your life improves. Look at who gets quieter when you start rising. Look at who stops asking you deep questions once you begin asking some of your own. You'll notice that M pulls away when truth comes closer. Not because they're afraid of truth in general, but because they're afraid of your truth. They're afraid that your freedom means the end of their influence. There are certain things they've said in passing that you've brushed off. Revisit those words. Revisit those odd phrases. Those deflections, those strange reactions. Your spirit caught them, but your mind overrode it. No more overriding. The next time it happens, you'll feel it stronger. You'll know. You'll see that what you thought was loyalty was actually strategy. A serious warning is being given to you now. Not in fear, but in preparation, so you're not caught off guard. So you don't walk into the same room expecting peace. When someone has already set the atmosphere for something else, the initial M keeps appearing in your thoughts for a reason. Don't ignore that. Don't excuse it away. You are not making it up. Something that belongs to you has been delayed because of this connection. A blessing was paused not because you weren't ready, but because this influence wasn't safe to carry it with you, but now you are being given an opportunity to release it. The moment you do, the blessing comes into alignment again. The moment you release what your spirit is urging you to let go of, what's meant for you can flow freely again. Trust that you are being watched over. Trust that this message is confirmation of everything you've been wondering silently. You don't need to fear what's next. You just need to walk in clarity. And clarity comes when you stop explaining away what your intuition already confirmed. They wanted you to need them, they wanted to be necessary to your journey. But what you're about to step into requires truth at every level. Not surface truth, not half-truths, only full light. And M cannot stand in full light. That's why they try to keep things vague, casual, uncertain. The old chapter is closing not because you failed, but because you're finally ready for what's real. There is no need to force what you now know doesn't fit. The presence of the initial M in your life has already served its purpose to show you what to avoid, what to guard against, what to release. A moment is coming very soon where you will see a message, a post, or hear something unexpectedly, and it will confirm everything written here. Do not doubt it when it comes. It will feel like time froze for a second. It will feel like the world went silent. That is the moment where everything inside you says, "This is it. This is what I needed to see." When that moment comes, respond wisely. Do not react from emotion, do not fight for explanations. Simply step away. Walk toward what is true. Walk away from what pulls you backward. There is a blessing that can only enter when the path is clear. You've carried enough confusion. You've endured enough shifts. Now clarity is your inheritance. Trust that what is being revealed to you now is for your healing. Not to burden you, but to bless you. Not to tear you down, but to realign you with what was always meant for you. You will not fall. You will not fail, you will not be consumed by this, but you will rise. You will see clearly, and you will be free from this influence that has stayed hidden in plain sight for too long. This message was not sent by chance. It has arrived exactly when your heart was finally ready to receive it. The one with the initial M is about to be revealed, and you are being positioned to see them clearly for the very first time. Stay awake. Stay discerning. And most of all, stay true to yourself. The truth is your protection. Now, my child, someone is giving you a serious warning about someone with the initial M. You've seen the signs in quiet moments. When no one is looking, when you're left with only the sound of your breath and the soft voice within that whispers things too hard to ignore, you tried to brush it aside. You told yourself you were overthinking. You excused their behavior. You hoped their silence was coincidence, not calculation. But something within you has not rested. Now heaven is speaking. This is not a moment to panic, but a moment to understand. Everything that has seemed confusing is about to become clear. You are not alone in this unveiling. The one who made your heartbeat in rhythm with truth has stepped into this hour with you. He is not late. He is not uncertain. He knows exactly what was hidden from your eyes and why. He allowed your heart to love even in uncertainty because he was shaping something inside you. But now the time of revelation is here. And this name, the one that starts with M, is not just a name. It's a thread in your story that's about to be pulled. You didn't choose the path of suspicion. You chose the path of trust, that is holy, that is seen, that is remembered in heaven. But trust must also be guided, and heaven is guiding you now. You must listen carefully. Still your heart. Do not race ahead in fear. There is nothing wrong with you. There is nothing lost. There is only unveiling. There is only the moment where God steps in to show you what your spirit was already beginning to see. This is not punishment. This is protection. The truth is, someone with the initial M has woven themselves into your life with a thread of familiarity. They seemed harmless, even comforting. Their words were often sweet, their presence oddly persistent. They found ways into conversations and emotions, but they carry a shadow they have not shared. They've spoken about others' faults, but withheld their own. They've disguised their intent under the guise of loyalty. And yet, there were moments when you felt your chest tighten in their presence. You thought it was your own problem. It wasn't. God has waited for the perfect time to pull back the curtain. It begins now. You do. God is with you. And that means everything is shifting in your favor. There is a record in heaven of every night you cried and didn't say a word to anyone. There is a record of every time you prayed for someone you suspected was not praying for you. There is a record of the trust you gave so freely. God saw you and He has decided that you will not be left in the dark anymore. Finally, God is exposing what you needed to see, not to punish you, not to shame you, but to free you. You are not crazy. You are not imagining things. That odd message, that strange hesitation, that quiet look when you mentioned your dream, that was all real. You felt it for a reason. The spirit within you is alive and it knew. Heaven confirmed it. The one with the initial M is not here for your destruction. But they were not here for your growth either. Their presence has been a test, a mirror, a slowing of your momentum, a shadow across your morning joy. And it's time for your spirit to breathe again. You were not wrong to be kind. You were not foolish to love. You are being taught to discern. Now, if you'd like to donate or show your appreciation, you can give a super thanks up to $100. You've entered a new space spiritually. What was allowed before is not allowed anymore. The cycle is breaking. The loop is ending. And yes, it might hurt to let go of the idea you had of this person. But God isn't asking you to stop caring. He's asking you to start listening. There is someone else. He is preparing someone else. Someone who carries no shadow of jealousy when you shine. Someone who will never be threatened by your growth. But that person cannot arrive while the soul with the initial M still lingers at the center of your space. God is not removing to punish. He is removing to release. This moment is sacred. Something invisible has shifted. You will feel it in the way you breathe more deeply. You will feel it in how your sleep becomes restful again. You will see it when your eyes stop questioning the silence of the other. God is not only exposing the truth about M. He is restoring the voice within you that had been silenced. You are about to speak differently, walk differently, think differently because truth frees and you are being freed. I am here. I was always here. I allowed what you could not yet see because I was preparing the moment your eyes would be strong enough to look and not turn away. That moment is now. You will not crumble. You will rise. And when you do, the heavens will rejoice. Not because someone failed you, but because you passed the test of trust. You stayed kind. You stayed gentle. And now you are being trusted with clarity. Someone is giving you a serious warning. And that someone is from heaven. The voice you've heard in dreams, the urge you've had to check a certain message again. The strange sense that something doesn't add up. That's not paranoia. That's revelation. God is in your room right now. Let your spirit listen. You are not in harm's way. You are not alone. But you must not ignore what you now know. Watch closely over the next few days. You will see more. You will hear things that confirm what you have suspected. There will be slip-ups. There will be messages that reveal more than they meant to. Do not rush to speak. Let the Spirit guide you. You will know exactly what to do. You will be shown the right moment to shift your focus. And when you do, peace will enter your home again. There's something else. The initial M is tied not just to a person but also to a memory. Something from your past, something you almost healed from, but not fully. That person brought it back perhaps unknowingly. But you were meant to confront that memory now, not to stay in pain, but to be completely free of it. God is not just exposing M. He is removing the hold that memory had on your worth. You are not that person anymore. You are stronger, wiser, and you are not being left behind in this new season. If you are tempted to doubt this message, pause. Remember all the moments you almost walked away but didn't know why. Remember the way you felt when you looked into their eyes and felt like something was missing but couldn't name what it was. That was not your imagination. It was spiritual. It still is. You are a light and lights attract everything good and not so good. But you were never meant to dim just to feel safe. Now is your time to shine again unapologetically. Don't worry about the confrontation. You won't need to say much. Heaven will handle it. God will arrange the circumstances in such a way that you will be honored, not harmed. That you will be lifted, not left behind. You are safe. You are covered. You are guided. Everything that is leaving your life is being replaced with something better. God doesn't remove unless He's also about to restore. There is a new table being prepared for you. One where love is pure, intentions are clear, and peace is unshakable. But first, this unveiling must happen. Let the old words fall away. Let the illusions break. Let the spiritual fog lift. You are not alone. The Spirit is with you even now. Wrapping you in light, reminding you that your destiny was never in the hands of someone with unclear motives. Your destiny was always in God's hands. Breathe. He is doing it gently, kindly, firmly. The one with the initial M no longer holds the pen in your story. You do not owe them explanations. You owe yourself freedom. You will sleep better after this. You will laugh more. You will find yourself humming again in the morning. Because something unseen just broke and you were just freed from it. Let heaven do the rest. Just trust and pray.